Welcome back to my favorite video that I do. This is a video where I actually show what I invested into last month. I'm going to go through an entirely new list of cards and products I'm trying to invest into this month, so that way we're all actually investing and collecting together. I'm never going to sit and tell you to buy something that I wouldn't actually buy myself. And we are going to do 2 giveaways today, one for a subscriber and one for a member. All you got to do is make sure you subscribe, hit that notification bell, leave a like and comment. Then you have to answer the question of the day. What Pokemon are you going to get rid of, Gengar or Dragonite? I know, brutal question. And we do have to give a quick thanks to our video sponsor real quick, and that is BCW. These guys are absolute goats when it comes to protecting, storing, and displaying your cards and collectibles. They got stuff for comics, cards, gaming memorabilia, coins and currency, music, photos. I've used a ton of their stuff for even my coin and currency collection, and I have multiple signed basketballs with cases from BCW. And then when it comes to cards, they have over 250 items. Anything when it comes to like organizing, they got you covered. And they do have really, really nice zip-up binders. And then you can use the code PokeBeard to get a discount at checkout. I'll have all the links in the description. Then, of course, you guys want to try out PSA, click the link, use the code BEARD25, get $25 off your first submission. And same thing with Tag, use the code BEARD10 to get 10% off your first submission. All the links are in the description. But all right, let's check out what I picked up last month. We'll look at those giveaway cards, and we'll check out the new list of cards and products. All right, let's start off with the giveaway cards. So the subscribers getting a Pikachu, a 30th anniversary Litten, and a Mimikyu, and the members getting the same exact thing. Very, very solid little giveaway. All right, let's jump into it. So someone drew me this beautiful little Gengar card here, some kid at a show. They also drew me a Mew, but I'm going to keep that in my tote and set it up next to my Mew. And then I think this says Edinburgh, sent me this super sick Dragonair. Appreciate that. And I got this card here. We got a couple perfect order packs which we're going to open. This is from Something Sweet. This is the Mesa Mall Cafe Court. They sent me a ton of cookies and treats, which we devoured. So definitely check them out. I think they're in Colorado, and honestly, some of the best cookies I've ever had in my life. But we're going to rip open these packs. I saved the packs, but I was not able to save the cookies because, like I said, they were just too good. All right, let's just run this. We haven't gotten anything good from Perfect Order. We opened up an ETB, a couple booster bundles. Nothing. Just a couple smaller illustration rares. My wife really wants that Meowth. And nothing on that one. But I appreciate you guys sending me that. And then I got gifted this also from Shuffle Shock. Go follow him on Instagram. Really, really cool dude. Super sick Pichu, Japanese exclusive. Love this promo. And I bought a ton more promos. So these are all sealed promos here. And, you know, Crydon's like a $5 card. Eevee, still very affordable. Alakazam, Riolu. So many. And then I even got more of the Cosmo Foil Evolutions. These are like $1 a card. So super cheap and very, very low risk. Ogerpon's like $2. We got the Koraidon GameStop promo, sealed. Iron Thorn, Screamtail, Fluttermane. And we got even more. We got another Ogerpon. We got an Ash's Pikachu, which this card is starting to go crazy now online. And we got the Mewtwo level X. I cannot remember if I showed this one in my last one or not, but I got this when I was in Florida. Super clean. But yeah, this Ash's Pikachu, I want to say I paid like $40 for it, and now I'm seeing sales at like $100. We got the Tornadus and Thundurus Pokemon Center promos at $20 each. We got a beautiful Zacian Staff Phantasmal Flames promo, $49. We got another Chinese exclusive Eevee and Sylveon. I think I got these for $40 each. And we got the Noctowl Pokemon Center promo. I think I got this on trade. It was around $35. We got a Pokemon Rumble Skunk Tank. Super sick card. This one, I think, was like $35. We got the 2 Gold Star Greninja promos. I have a bunch of these, but I got them in a big trade, so I'm definitely keeping them. And we got the Charmander Ditto. I actually bought this in a buyer point of view video when I was in Florida, but my mic died, so I'm not going to post that. And look at how many 30th anniversary promos I got. I got a ton. So I've just been buying them up, especially when I'm vending and stuff. We even got some Gen 1s. I know I picked up a few more sets of the Gen 1s because I didn't have a ton of those yet because they're so expensive. And I hope they go down in price so I can just keep buying more. But yeah, so many. Literally, I like these cards more than anything that we got from the 25th anniversary. And this is just from one box, which is just kind of crazy to think about. All right, let's get to some sealed products here. Got to make a little space. So we got our Ascendant Heroes booster bundles. I don't know if you guys noticed, but they made another different size booster bundle. These are like an inch taller than our other booster bundles, and it's driving me nuts. Super sick. I do have 4 more, but they are at the wife's parents' house. And we got our 2 perfect order Pokemon Center ETBs, of course. Even though they are very affordable, I mean around 120 or 130 bucks right now, still, when you pay $60, you cannot beat that. Here is the other one. So we got those. And I got a perfect order booster box on my pre-order at $160. And I did pick up another prismatic mini tin display. This was around $208, I think I got it for. I think right now it's like $225. But, I mean, just look how beautiful this box is with all the evolutions on there. Umbreon, Espeon front and center. I mean, it's just sick. I really feel like this box is pretty underrated. And we did get one more Mega Charizard X UPC. Let me flip that around. I got this, I think, on trade and a bunch of stuff. It was like $185 or something like that, or $190. And we do have our big perfect order booster box sealed case. Can't really tell on that camera, but yeah, right there. Perfect order booster box case. I'm getting a sealed case of every new set that comes out. So can't go wrong with that. Even though perfect order isn't the best, these will still definitely gain value. And then I do have my 3 illustration 30th anniversary cases, but they are actually in my wife's vehicle right now. I forgot to grab them and she's at work right now. And I did get one more really big thing, so check this out. So as you can see, I got a life-size statue of Red. I will be bringing these to all the card shows that I travel to, along with my Houndoom, my Umbreon, Espeon, and all that. So if you guys want to come take some pics, definitely check it out. But yeah, super, super cool. It's like 900 bucks, but I just love life-size statues. But all right, that was everything that I picked up this month. Let's check out the new list of cards and products that I'm trying to invest into this month. But all right, let's get to it. We have the Staff Miraidon card from Temporal Forces. Got the staff symbol right here. This is a $23 or $24 card. Not a bad price for a staff card. And Miraidon is definitely one of the more popular, newer Pokemon. And I really like these like future-looking cards where half the card looks kind of different. But yeah, $24 shipped. And even some of the older Sun and Moon staff cards are still relatively affordable. This Heatran here from Ultra Prism, well, on TCG Player, we can get a ship for $58. And last sold on here is $28. There's barely any sales for these cards on TCG Player, especially the older they get. But you can find this card. I've seen it all day long for like 40 bucks. And we got the Registeel here from Sun and Moon Crimson Evasion. Super nice staff card. Actually, really enjoy the art. I'm a little biased because I do like the Reggie Trio. But I was just trying to show you there is still some very affordable older staff cards. We can get this one shipped for $78. And I see it all the time on eBay for like 50 or 60 bucks. And the artist is Arita. All right, checking out more promos. As you guys could tell, I really like these Mega Evolution promos. And these ones that are $5 or $6, that's not a bad pickup in my opinion. The Zekrom at $9, I'd definitely buy some more of those. Even Riolu at $11, I'd definitely pick up a few more of them. I'm a little upset I didn't get more Alakazams. I think I have like 7 of these when they're like $6. Now it's up to $13. And Oricorio at $12 is not terrible either. Even the Meloetta promo here at $13, I feel like that's not terrible, especially if that deck does not get a reprint. So yeah, a ton of really good promos. And then, of course, I'm still going to be buying even the less popular ones like Tornadus and Thundurus, all at like $1 or $2 a card. I mean, Enzuro is still super cheap. So there's a ton of cheap promos. Next, I only have 2 of these Eevees, so I got to pick up a couple more. It is starting to go up in price a decent amount. It was $23, now it's $30. I just want to grab a few more before this thing gets over $50. And here's the Enzuro Pokemon Center promo, which I still feel like is pretty undervalued. It was at $36, now it's at $42. I would definitely like to get a few more of those. Next, I really feel like these are the most underrated cards in all of Pokemon right now, and these are the XY Black Star promos. These are the first ever illustration rares that we've gotten. No texture, but they're of the most popular legendary and mythical Pokemon that we even have. We got the Celebi here, done by Arita, and you can buy this card for $36. An XY promo, where the box just keeps getting more expensive by the day. And we have the Palkia here, which has a super cool Latios in the back. Again, another XY promo. We can get this one shipped for $59. And last sold $52, $49. Got a couple at $70. But yeah, $50 for this card, not terrible. Especially the Latios is starting to go up in price. This is the counter card where you can see it from his angle. Love this stuff. This is at 79. Now last sold 150, 159, 161, 110, 91. And I could honestly see these cards being a few $100s. So this card is obviously one of the more expensive ones because it is Latios. Next, we have the Reshiram XY promo. Last sold for this one, 51, 50, 49, one high one at 99. And we can get this one shipped for $60 and then it jumps up to $85. I've noticed for a bunch of these, people are starting to buy them out and relist them much, much higher. But this card is super, super sick. And it actually connects with the Black Kyurem card. As you can kind of see, they look so cool right next to each other. And last sold for this card, 41, 45, 42. I mean, what are we doing here? For near mint condition for this card, that is just crazy. And here, the lowest priced on TCG Player now is $199 from a legit seller. So definitely go try to find these for 40, 50 bucks before they go crazy. And as you can see here, we got the pop on the Reshiram. Population 8 and a 10 last sold $15,000 and a 9 is $565. And even an 8, $150, when you can get this card raw for, 50 or 60 bucks. Next, we're going to be talking about some graded cards here. We have the Arbok from Temporal Forces. This is about a $100 card. Pop is 1,700 and a 10, 1,600 and a 9, but anytime we can get a Gen 1 Pokemon in a PSA 10 for around $100 or less, I'm going to be picking it up. Here we have the Lickitung. This one has a pop of 1,400 and a 10 and 1,500 and a 9, and we can get this card right now for about $105, and the raw just keeps going up and up. Next, we have the Origin Form Palkia V. This card is actually based off a super, super famous art. I feel like it is super undervalued. Pop was 5,400 in a 10, 3,700 in a 9. It is going up a little bit right now. Last sold now 300, 359, 350. But I'm going to try to find one for around 300 bucks. Next, we have some of the Gen 2 illustrations. We got the Skarmory here. This has a pop of only 2,300 in a 10, 4,500 in a 9. Most cards from Surging Sparks are actually somewhat tough to grade. And you can get this card for $80 to $90. Next, we have the Phanpy. It's a pop of 1,200 in a 10, 1,800 in a 9. And last sold in a 10, $69 and $75. And we have the Chinese exclusives. I'm really going to start picking up and buying these PSA 10s because they are all starting to go up in price. Umbreon starting to go crazy. Even Eevee, which I got my Eevee like literally like $80, $90, right now is at $161. So I got to hurry up and buy up the rest of the Chinese exclusives that I need in a PSA 10 because they're all starting to go up in price. And for sealed products, and we are going to pick up a couple more Surging Sparks booster boxes. This is just one of the cheapest booster boxes right now. I do need a few more for my collection, and it's actually going down in price. It was at $280. Now that's sold $246, $236. So yeah, not a terrible price. And last on the list, I just need 2 more of these for my collection. And that is the Mega Evolution Enhanced Booster Box. So I'm going to try to find these, hopefully do some like trading and stuff for it. But I really do feel like Mega Evolution is a little slept on. I know it's $300, but basically every booster box right now is like $250 to $300 minimum. But having the Bulbasaur box topper, Venusaur on the side, we're getting Venusaur, Gardevoir, and Lucario in the set. It's actually kind of crazy when you really look at the Mega Evolution set. And if you compare it to all the Scarlet and Violet era sets, it beats almost all of them. It's kind of wild. Especially you're getting the extra value of those gold cards, which the Scarlet and Violet era did not have. And then, like I said, Lucario, Gardevoir, and Venusaur is a crazy trio to have. But all right, that was everything that I am picking up this month. And let me know down below what you guys are picking up. And then if you guys like this content, please make sure you subscribe, hit that notification bell, leave a like and comment. If you guys want to support more, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube membership, all that, you guys know what to do. You guys are the absolute best. But all right, I want you guys to have a great day. And if you guys could do me a massive favor and have a chance of winning another giveaway, click this video right here. Otherwise, we'll see you next time.